Hello, VlogDieters. Hi, my name is Vanessa. It is another week of the Hot for Halloween. Right now, we are talking about something that everyone should be doing, and that is tracking. Food is so important, and when you're looking at weight loss, you want to make sure, obviously, that you do not eat more than you burn each day. So that's kind of what we want to talk about this week on week 4 of the Hot for Halloween. I'm very excited to mention that tomorrow is my official weigh-in for my main channel, Sessa79. If you guys are interested in knowing how much I lost for September, check that out. I should have a video up tomorrow. Back to what I was talking about. Okay, so tracking. MyFitnessPal is an app that I use to track my calories each day. I make sure that I track everything I eat and drink. Now, the main thing to remember about counting calories is if you're very new at it, I advise to not put so much pressure on yourself right now and to just track your foods and see how much you eat each day without worrying about how much you eat. Then you can change things up. So like, let's say first time tracking, I track that I ate about 2,500 calories each day. But to lose weight, I need to eat 1,800. So what I would do is I would look at my list of foods that I ate and say, oh, you know what? I can do without those cookies, or I can do without all that cheese that I ate the other day. Let's see if I can do half of that. You end up, let's say, eating 2,000 calories. And then you just keep making changes until you want to get to your baseline, would be the 1,800 calories. So that is exactly what I did. When I first started tracking in January, I weighed 280 pounds. I lost 25 pounds in almost 9 months. That is a very, very slow process that I took, but I wanted to make lasting changes. My whole life, I have gone up and down in weight. And so I've crash dieted, I've made changes, but then I never stuck with those changes. So I would yo-yo. So I would go up in weight and down in weight. And so 2014, I was tired of it. So I said, you know what, January 1st, I'm going to make a change. And so that's what I did. I'm learning to make lasting changes. It is a lot slower, but I feel it's going to be more permanent. So that's why I chose to track just what I ate, and then I worked to lowering my calories. And I'm still not perfect. And this journey will not be perfect. But you just do the best you can and then make up for it. Like if you have a bad day and you end up eating 3,000 calories and your normal is 2,000, the next day, jump back on the 2,000 and then keep it up. That one day mess up is not going to ruin your whole progress. Yeah, you might gain 3 pounds from it, but as soon as you get back on track, you're going to lose those 3 pounds and then you're going to continue to lose. So that should never be a problem. As long as you keep up doing what you're supposed to be doing and not having to be perfect, you're going to win the race. It's just going to take you a little longer. And that's okay, because as long as it's permanent, that's the most important thing. There are other ways to track. I use MyFitnessPal. I have used Lose It app way back. They have little things like you lost 10 pounds or you lost whatever, or the little badges. That I really enjoyed, but I did not like how I had to add everything manually that I would eat, because I do live overseas. Currently I live in Egypt, and before that I lived in Spain. And so every time I would scan something or search something, Lose It app did not have it. I switched to MyFitnessPal, and that one has like almost everything. So I really enjoy that one, and that one I've stuck with. Now you can go old school. You can do the whole pen and paper, which that's okay too. Just count your calories, do what you need to do. I prefer though the app. It's just easier for me because it saves everything and I just click, oh, I'm gonna have this. Because I am a creature of habit. I eat the same things every breakfast and lunch. Dinners are the things that I change up, but all the rest of the day I eat the same things. So. Now there are other options like your Weight Watchers, which you do points. That is expensive though. So if you have the money and if you need to do the meetings each week, then that is a route to go. But me, I didn't like paying the money. I can't join the meetings because I'm overseas. So I decided, to use a free app and just track that way. And I've gotten to a habit, so I have no issues. Now, there are other things that you can do. There is a Nutrisystem. I know in the past there was SlimFast, where you would have set schedule of items of food. So you kind of knew how many calories. You didn't really have to count your calories. And then you would eat like a small meal each dinner. You can do that, but I don't know necessarily if that's the healthiest route, because it is just a lot of processed junk. With tracking your calories or tracking your points, you can choose what you eat. It's not, powder or anything like that. You can choose fruits and vegetables. You can choose whole grains. You can make the good choices you need to make. This is the most important thing I've found with tracking. When you're busy, a lot of people say, oh, I can't track because I'm busy. Well, my best advice to give is to track in the morning. So let's say, I've got a job and I'm going to school, and throughout the whole day I cannot track anything. But I pack my lunch and I pack my snacks and all that kind of stuff. So the best way to do it is first thing in the morning when you're having breakfast, or even before. Track the whole day's worth of food that you're planning on having. If you make any changes throughout the day, note that, like on your phone or a piece of paper, whichever, and then when you get home that night, then you can make those changes that you need to make. That is the best way to do it, and you end up actually eating less because you already have a set schedule of what you're going to eat, so there are no surprises. Now, for those who do not like tracking, make it a habit. I can say, using MyFitnessPal, I can say I can do this for the rest of my life, that I have no issues. A lot of people don't enjoy it. Well, sometimes we have to do things that we don't enjoy, and we just do them. And, just like going to work. Not everyone likes their job, but they have to do it. And so with tracking is so important, especially if you do not know how many calories you're having every day. It's helpful to see it, because you can look back and say, oh, I gained 3 pounds. And then you look back at your list and your diary that you kept, and you can say, oh, crap, I had like 3,000 calories that one day. No wonder I gained 3 pounds. Use it as a key to find out why you're losing weight or not losing weight. And so this can also help with plateaus. If it's like a month and you're still the same weight, you can look at your diary and say, oh, well, I am not eating enough, or I'm eating too much. Let me make these changes. And so that I've found is very helpful. That's pretty much all I have about tracking. And if you all have any questions, definitely post below in the comments and ask. I personally love counting calories because I notice when I do, I eat a lot less than I would if I didn't. It is, a pain sometimes. Yeah, I will admit, especially on the weekends, I hate having to track. But they make it so easy now. You can have it on your phone, you can have it on your iPad, you can have a little notebook. You can just keep it and put it in your purse or keep it in a bag, and you can take it with you anywhere, even traveling. There is no excuse to not being able to track. I challenge all of you for this week to track your calories. If you are tracking your calories now, continue tracking your calories and try to work your calories to where you can lose weight and that you're doing the best that you can. If you are not tracking calories at this, I challenge you to do it. Don't worry about how many calories you're taking for the first week. Just track. And you will see if you are gaining weight or if you're not losing weight, you can see kind of why that's happening. And then you can work for the next week, change things up and see if you lose weight, and then use that as your key for weight loss. Next week, we will talk about exercise, and so I will see you all next week, and have a great week. And I can't believe it's almost October. I'm very, very excited. I love October. If you guys want to check out my main channel, definitely check that out, especially tomorrow because I will have my weigh-in. All right, you guys have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.